Hello everyone, Ryan here with Product Impressions, and today we're taking a look at something a little bit bigger than a desk speaker. We have the wonderfully named Denon DHT S316. It is a soundbar and subwoofer combination. We're going to take a look at this and see how it sounds in comparison to the Bose speaker that I have set up with my TV currently, and I'm going to see how many different ways we can set this up. Maybe it'll work for computer speakers or whatever the case may be. Let's pop this thing open and give it a try. Gonna have to try and find a different way of opening up this box than putting it on my desk, because this obviously is not gonna fit. See how it goes. Here we have the box for the Denon DHT S316. Let's see, I'm gonna do my best to show you as much as I can. As you can tell, here's what the soundbar and subwoofer should look like. This is profoundly awkward to try and show everything, so we are just going to try and get in here a little bit. You can see that it does say that it easily connects to the TV with HDMI and optical cables included, so it is very nice that they have included those connectors for you. I'm not sure why it says Bluetooth down here in the corner, but we are going to take a look and see if we can maybe connect it to a computer that way, or we're gonna take a look and try and see how all of that works. I do appreciate on the packaging they put a handle in a very convenient place right here, so relatively near the center of gravity to make it as easy to lift as possible. Let's see, I did pre-cut all of these to just make it a little easier to open, and it looks like I missed one. It looks like this whole back panel is what's supposed to pop off first. There we go. And inside you can see we have all of our cables nicely tucked away here. We've got HDMI cable, a remote and battery. Let's see, these are power plugs for both pieces of it. Optical cable there to connect to your TV, and even a wire control thing there. That's nice to see. A quick start guide, obligatory gel packet, and as you can tell, everything is nicely packaged up to try and prevent any damage to it during shipping and getting to and from stores. Let's see if I can actually Alright, there we have our soundbar. Definitely a snug fit. There we go. Almost felt like it was taped in there, but it was just in there pretty solidly. Let's pop this open. And this is what our soundbar looks like. You can see the logo there on the front. It does have some rubberized feet on the bottom, so you shouldn't be scratching up any furniture that you put it on. HDMI and optical. Okay, we got power output, Bluetooth, and volume buttons. It looks like our power plug goes on one side there, and all of the other connections are back here. So HDMI input, optical input, and an auxiliary line in. So, plenty of input options. That is very nice to see. Alright, I imagine the subwoofer is going to be pretty much a black box, but let's take a look at that. Press that out the way. So, alright, here we go. Our subwoofer. Front end, pretty standard speaker fabric, and there's a hole for the subwoofer. Same kind of branding on the front. Pretty much standard compressed wood box, and There's the model number and everything again. All it has is the AC in, so it looks like it's going to be a wireless connection between the soundbar and this unit. Button there to sync with the bar. So, alright, let's see what it's like to set this thing up. Alright, setup of this soundbar system is pretty easy. All you have to do is make sure everything is plugged in before you turn it on. It does have different inputs based on whether or not your TV can output the sound over an HDMI, over an optical cable, or just an auxiliary cable. You can control which input is selected via a little remote that they have here. You've got the power and mute buttons up here, input selects here. You have volume and actually an independent bass adjustment, as well as different sound mode options. So they have movie, night, music, and dialogue enhancement, which is something that is kind of new and different with this. There have been specialized systems that you can buy for enhancing dialogue. This is particularly good for people who might have a harder time hearing, things like that. You can also make all of these controls other than the audio enhancements with buttons that are on top of the unit itself. From an audio perspective, the sound is very good for a $300 system. I've watched a few shows switching back and forth between this and my normal Bose unit down here. This is an older Bose system, which unfortunately they don't make anymore. It was, I believe, a Bose Solo, I can't remember if it was 10 or 15, whatever it was the 15 style, but the larger system made to support a larger TV. The difference being that the new Bose systems are set up like this, where it is one small bar, and these older units were much deeper. This one is actually about 1.5 feet deep and very heavy. The consequence of that is you do get a much better sound quality coming from this larger, heavier system than you do from a separate bar and a woofer. Another consideration is I've actually tried a Bose system that is the separate soundbar and subwoofer system, and I would say that the sound quality there was similar to this one, probably a bit better, but it was a little while ago that I tested it out, and I don't have it right now to compare again. But for a $300 system, this is very respectable. The audio isn't at the same level as Bose, but with the exception of some of the recent Sony products, I haven't really tried anything that is. For example, voices in shows seem very natural coming from the Bose system, whereas through this new Denon system, they sound a little bit less natural, and you will hear a bit of kind of unnatural bass boost coming from the subwoofer that you won't get from a integrated system like this. Overall, being that it's only $300, I am pretty impressed with this system. So if you don't have anything connected to a flat screen TV, it is going to be an upgrade over the sound that you might have from that initially. Yeah, hopefully this has been of some help to you. If you've liked the video, like, share, subscribe, do all that. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the comments down below, and I will answer to the best of my ability. Thank you very much.